What's up everyone, Tim here, AKFC Fan 21, and we are back in the MMC. We missed the previous season, I believe this is season 6 that we are currently in. I missed season 5 because I was away on holiday, but we are back. I'm very happy to be taking part of this season again. This season we play under the team name Eevee Wonder. I really like this self-made logo for it. Really awesome. I'm very happy to be in the MMC again because we play against some people I really know. I know very well. Talking, of course, about Legion, coach of the Pittsburgh Pet Shop Bolts. I'm talking about Kenny, coach of the Team Plasma Porygons. Elking, coach of the San Francisco Superiors, coaching together with Dries from the Navy SEALs. I believe they play under his team name, but also a good friend of mine. I didn't have his logo, by the way. We play against SGC Claw, coach of the Abyssal Requinates. Claire Kingras is back with coached by Patrick, and Victory Stars, coach of the Center City Ceruleges. So yeah, I'm just to name a few of the people I know and whose company I really enjoy in the MMC. We were not in the middle of the draft, but just outside. I believe pick 8 and 9 were our middle of the draft, and I was pick 10. So yeah, it took some time before it got to me, but I am very happy to pick up a very familiar face in Sneasler. Yeah, Sneasler is a Pokemon that I feel like I can always rely on. I feel very comfortable using it, and mainly because I think it's a very easy Pokemon to use. Base 130 attack means it hits incredibly hard. Poison and fighting is very hard for my opponents to have a direct counter for, because if something resists poison, it normally can't resist fighting, and vice versa. Pressure, probably not gonna run that ever. Unburden as aid ability, which is amazing, making it from already very fast to able to. There are a certain amount of Pokemon that can keep up with Sneasler once his Unburden is procced. Mainly Barraskewda in Rain, but those are very limited. There are very limited options for that. And Poison Touch is a great combination with Dire Claw, of course. So I can run either an Unburden Sweeper set, I can run a Poison Touch Choice Scarf set, just for breaking. And yeah, Sneasler is just that. It has a very limited amount of jobs it can do, break and sweep, but it does those jobs so well. Yeah. All the max amount of points, so 19 was the highest amount of points a Pokemon could cost. Those were all gone before it got to me, so I felt like I didn't really have a choice then pick this up. But it took around 10 picks until it got back to me, including the snake pick. So after that, there were quite a few options left for me to pick a second in command after Gesundheit. And because Sneasler is a great physical offensive threat, I wanted to do to pick up something that was more of a special threat. So we went for Chiyu, aka Firefish. Yeah, where Sneasler, like I said, was the physical threat on my team. Chiyu can also be both a special breaker or a special sweeper. It has base 100 speed, so it isn't as fast as the Sneasler, but a choice scarf set can already do a lot of damage. Base 135 special attack is very high, I think, but with the Beats of Ruin lowering the special defense of my opponent's Pokemon, yeah, good luck living 2 hits from a Chi-Yu on switch in, because there are not a lot of Pokemon that can take both a fire or a dark type hit. It can also boost speed with Flame Charge, of course. And like I said, I wanted something to be the exact opposite of Sneasler, so a special breaker slash sweeper, and I think Chi-Yu is the perfect Pokemon to do so. Celesteela, aka UBeast40, was drafted after I found out both my offensive Pokemon are weak to ground type moves, so I decided to pick up something that can, one, switch easily into ground type moves, which Celesteela can do as a flying type. The fire and electric weaknesses that it has are the only two, and I already have Chi-Yu that can switch into fire type moves. Very all-round great Pokemon. All his stats are pretty high except for speed. Everything is around that 100 mark, so almost a mythical stat Pokemon. Just the 61 speed is also very workable with Celesteela getting Autonomize just to double its speed stat. Celesteela can be, because of those stats, can be fill quite a lot of options. It can be a physical wall, can be a special wall, can be a physical attacker, can be a special attacker. It has Leech Seed for recovery for itself and for other Pokemons. And I know from experience that Celesteelas are normally very annoying to play against and to build against, because not a lot of weaknesses, so you need multiple hits to take it down. And yeah, I think one of the Pokemon that has an easier time taking it down is on my team in Chi-Yu. So yeah, Celesteela, a great ground type immunity. But I wasn't done yet with resisting ground types, because Rotom Wash also got on my team. aka Dead or Alive. If you understand that reference, let me know down in the comments, because I don't think there will be a lot of people understanding why I called my Rotom Wash Dead or Alive. But if you know, please let me know. Curious to see who can do this. Rotom Wash is an amazing pairing with Celesteela, a bulky offensive mon, where Celesteela resists grass type moves by times 4. Rotom Wash has the weakness to it, but it covers Celesteela's fire weakness on the other hand. So they really help each other out. Just the grass type hits that are neutral against this, or electric type hits. So Rotom and Celesteela pair as a great wall together, and a second ground type resist. Like I said, Rotom Wash can be both offensive and defensive. It gets moves like Pain Split and Will-O-Wisp for support, but can also deal big damage with Thunderbolt and Hydro Palm. Volt Switch is also very nice to have for momentum. And yeah, it covers Sneasler and Chi-Yu's weaknesses pretty well, I think, these two. So, I had to wait for a moment before I could get my 5th pick. And at this point I was thinking, well, it's time to get my Terra Captains in before they are taken. So first of all, I got Indeedee. Sorry. Indeedee, aka Butler or Nanny, depending on what form I choose for battle. I can use both the male and the female form. Difference is the male form has 105 special attack while having 95 in special defense, and Indeedee female has those switched. So special attack of 95 and base special defense of 105. Main reason I got Indeedee because it pairs really well with Sneasler. Setting up the Psychic Surge and giving Sneasler Psychic Seed with Unburden means One, it does not get hit by priority moves, which is amazing, so I don't have to worry about priority thunder waves and all that. But also, indeed, it can hit very hard in psychic terrain because it has expanding force. First, I was thinking about getting Tapu Lele for that psychic surge, but I decided against it because Tapu Lele does not get expanding force, and indeed, with Terra Psychic, could hit incredibly hard with the expanding forces. I gave it also Terra Fairy because, it's just great against the two weaknesses that it has in Bug and Dark. And Fighting because I wasn't allowed to use Normal, because we could use every Terra type just once. And yeah, you will see with another Terra Captain that Normal was already taken. So yeah. Furthermore, it's a great support mon if I want to, so I can use the female version for more supportive roles and the male versions for more offensive-oriented roles. Rhydon, aka Rhydon these nuts, got him, is my second Terra type, or Terra Captain. Indeed, was a special attacking Terra Captain, and I would like to have both a special and another physical offensive Terra Captain. And Rhydon fitted greatly because I had a third Terra Captain in mind from around pick 3 or 4, and I was like, no one's gonna get it, so I can leave that up to the end. And we had 15 points to get Terra Captains. Indeed, he was 8. Rhydon is 5, so that left me with a 2-pointer for a Terra Captain. I went with Terra Ground over Terra Rock because I think Terra Ground is offensively more capable of hitting hard and more Pokemon. Terra Grass to get rid of the water and grass weakness that it has. Also takes away the ground weakness that it has. And Terra Steel to take away the steel and ice weakness that it has. So, my voice is very annoying today. Lightning Rod is something I could use if I have an opponent with a lot of strong electric type Pokemon. Lightning Rod is nice to have as an immunity, but I also have Terra Ground, so don't always need it. Rocket and Reckless, on the other hand, can go very well. Okay, let's hope my voice will not crack anymore. Rocket and Reckless go very well with the recall moves that it has. It's physically amazing, 130 attack, 105 HP and 120 defense. It's not fully evolved, so the Eviolite is also something that it can hold. And yeah, overall a great mon. You're gonna notice maybe I'm gonna jump, but I am going to take some water because my voice is annoying. Okay, I got a glass of water, so I hopefully can go on without coughing too much. Which is ironically because I don't have a coughing. But no, Rhydon, Spear, my physical Terra Captain, Eviolite, and can hit hard, can take some punches. Moving on. Bramblegast is my spin blocker and rapid spinner at the same time. I could have gotten Dhelmise, which is more defensive, but I am more used right now with using the Bramblegast. I know Bramblegast, even though 70 defense, 55 HP, and 70 special defense, it can honestly take some hits. So, yeah, why would I go Dhelmise if I can get Bramblegast, which also gives me spike options? So it can block spinners, it can set up hazards, and it can rapid spin itself. It's immune to wind type moves like Hurricane, Tailwind, all that, which is amazing. And it can hit very hard with that 115 base attack. As a grass type, it's blocking that ground weakness for the Chi-Yu and the Sneasler. Gives me my Fire, Water, Grass score. And yeah, I think Bramblegast is a Pokemon that I can really use well in this league. Next up, Rosemary the Florges. Florges is something I also use quite a lot lately, I feel like. So, sip of water. It's that amazing 154 base special defense and 112 special attack. Oh, sorry. So, a lot of slime came loose there. Sorry. It's those amazing special stats that makes this Pokemon so attractive. Also, it gives me Wish support. It gives me my Fairy and Steel type combination. Dragon type isn't always necessary, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think Celesteela and Florges help each other out very well. They can heal each other with Leech Seed and Wishes. Gives me Aromatherapy and Defog. And it's not just a Pokemon that is fully supportive, it's also capable of doing some damage with 112 special attack. Just can't take on certain typings because its move pool offensively is pretty limited, but we have other Pokemons to deal with that, honestly. So, very happy to pick up Florges. Left me with my final 3 Pokemons, I believe. And the first of those 3 is Yuki Onna, aka Frostlass. I was very unsure about what I wanted in this pick. Had multiple options left, and yeah, Frostlass gave me a nice bridge between the Sneasler and Chi-Yu speed tiers. Going from 120 to 100 is a very rough patch, and very rough because certain Pokemons can just run offensively running natures instead of speed boosting natures. So 110 speed was amazing. Gives me another spin blocker, gives me a ice type, which I don't usually have. Gives me spikes, which with Bramblegast is very nice. I also have Stealth Rocks, by the way, on Rhydon and on a later Pokemon. And with base 80 attack and special attack, it can be both physical and specially offensive. I will always run Cursed Body because Snow Cloak is very illegal. If my opponents sets up Snow and they miss, I automatically lose. So yeah, I am not running Snow Cloak any time this season. But Frostlass is a great Pokemon to have. It can go for it's a mixed attacker, and I'm very curious to use it because I haven't used it so far. So yeah, glad to have it on my side for this time. Now we can come to our final Terra Captain in Regigigas. Regigigas has amazing stats. It's just hindered very hard by their slow start ability, and that's why people usually overlook it, because people find ways of making it so Regigigas cannot stay in for those 5 turns to get over slow start. And that's why I went with Terra Normal, because I need 1-step Terra type and he only has Normal. Fire and Poison. The main reason people can easily counter Regigigas is Toxic. But with Regigigas being a poison type, poison is already a very defensive Terra typing, because only ground and psychic you do super effective damage against it. So it can take the hits pretty well with Terra Poison, but it also cannot be poisoned except by Salazzle's Corrosion or other Pokemon with Corrosion. Not sure, there are not that many, but still. So I can keep it in, start setting up, use power-up punches, for example, or just starting to boost those those stats. And once slow start is over, yeah, this thing can go nuts. Monday Morning is the nickname I gave it because, yeah, I think it's very fitting for a Pokemon with slow start to be named Monday Morning. Left me with 7 points, and still no Mega, because at this point I knew nobody could snipe my final pick in Mega Steelix, aka Metal Gear. Why do I went with Mega Steelix instead of something else? I could have gone, for example, with the Mega Bayonet, which hits harder and has a is great with Prankster, but I have Psychic Terrain, which blocks out all Prankster moves, basically. So that wasn't an option. And I wanted more hazards because at this point I had 2 Spikers and 1 Stealth Worker, and Mega Steelix fits the role of Stealth Worker incredibly well. It can take almost every physical hit, I think, and base 95 special defense and 75 HP makes it so even special hits are not guaranteed to OHKO this. So yeah, Mega Steelix is an amazing addition to the team. Boost my physical defense because Rhydon and Celesteela already being great physical walls. This only adds to that. So looking at those previously mentioned stats, my physical attackers are great with Sneasler, Regigigas, Bramblegast, and Rhydon and Mega Steelix, all able to hit very hard on the physical side, just as the Celesteela, by the way. On the physical defensive side, Mega Steelix, Rhydon, and Celesteela, just like Regigigas, by the way, all have amazing physical defense. Special attack looks a little bit lower because my physical attackers just lower those stats, but Chi-Yu, Indeedee, Rotom Wash, Florges, and Celesteela can hit very hard on the special side. And specially defensive, I have Chi-Yu, Regigigas, Bramblegast, Florges, and Celesteela as well. My speed tiers look amazing. I do have a slight fire, water, and ground weakness. But looking at my Terra types, water is easily done for with the Terastallization of Rhydon. And fire, I have plenty of options, just like ground, by the way, to deal with those. So I'm not really all that worried about it. But yeah, these are the Pokemons that are gonna have to do it for me. Week 1 we start off incredibly with an incredibly difficult matchup against Grease and Elking. So they said they're gonna battle me together, so I'm very curious to see how that will be going. For now, I will post the MMC content on Fridays, so if you're interested, keep your eyes out for the videos on Friday. I hope you have a good one, and I hope to see you all next week. Bye.